What's up, good people? How you doing? I hope you're doing okay because I'm doing so fine. If you're new here, don't go anywhere. My name is Grace from Nairobi, Kenya. If you're a returning subscriber, what's up, boo boo? What's up? You are the real MVP, and you are the reason that's why I come here every week. It's because of you, and I so much do appreciate. Just for in case you're new here and you just discovered my channel and you're watching this, kindly consider supporting a girl and subscribe is the red button in here. I really do appreciate. So on today's video, we're gonna be doing something interesting, something that I wish I knew earlier. So today we're gonna be doing 12 things that I wish I knew before adulting. Okay, and this said, it doesn't mean I'm like old. Okay, I'm just that these are the things that I've come to realize or know with time. So I recently just turned 25. So I'm 25 and some months old. Yeah, 4 months old. Yeah, 25 and 4 months old. But there are things that I wish I knew earlier. So we're gonna start very quickly. So answer number one. I've written some down here, but some are just in my mind. So answer number one, things that I wish that I knew before adulting. Number one, that money doesn't grow on trees. Could you just agree on that? Man, like when we were kids and we thought, oh my god, maybe money does grow on trees and we just want to grow up and start living life because, we're gonna have some money. But you start adulting and you realize, oh my god, money doesn't grow on trees. I have to work hard to get money. I have to work hard to get everything that I want. And that kind of feels so hard, and you feel like adulting is so hard. I wish that I knew that money doesn't grow on trees, really, and that you have to work so hard to get that money. That's number one. So number two, I wish that something that I wish I knew about adulting is that you have only you to make your own decisions. When you are on your teenagers, your mom have had to make decisions for you. Most of the decision, not all of them, but most of them. Until you start adulting and you're like, oh my god, I have to decide this on my own. Like, I'll get advices left, right, and center, but I'll be the one to make my own decisions. And it kind of feels overwhelming. I don't know why, but I think it kind of feels overwhelming that now you're a grown up and you have to make all the decisions on your own. Man, I wish I knew that earlier. Like, when you're young and you had to do things, sometimes it felt so bad when your parents used to make decisions for you, and it's really felt bad. And you thought, oh my god, I can't wait to grow up and make my own decisions. Honey, you're here now. How does that feel? Oh my god. Does it feel that cool? Like how you thought on your teenagers that, oh my god, I start making decisions on my own. It's overwhelming, right? I know. It's overwhelming. So I wish I knew that earlier. So answer number three is that I wish I knew that when you grow up, actually, I know this is to my people who are parents also. When you grow up, you have to work with a schedule. Oh my god, that's another thing. It's overwhelming still. Like, you don't just live a life like you used to live earlier when you were a kid. When you're younger, maybe when you're teenagers, you just lived a life. No schedule, no nothing. You just live a life. And then until I grew up and I realized, oh my god, I need to have a schedule. I need to work with a certain schedule. Actually, when you're a parent, when you're adulting, it's still true. Okay, for me, my adulting and my parenting have been together, have been hand in hand, because I gave birth when I was young, so I was a young parent and still adulting. So I realized all these things at once when parenting and when adulting, all of them together. So I came to realize that you need a schedule for you to be sane, honestly, because if you don't work with a certain schedule, you will go insane. Honestly, you will run mad, literally. So I wish I knew that that when I grow up, I would just live life the way I used to. Like, it's hard. Adulting is hard, man. Okay, on to number four. I wish I knew that when I grew up, I would need more positive talks. Like, like when I was young, like, man, life was so different. I would think about other things. Not me as per se. I didn't know. Actually, I didn't even know about positive affirmations or anything. So when I grew up and I started adulting, I realized that you won't have a lot of people to say positive things unto yourself. Yani, what I'm trying to say is you only have you to speak positive things about yourself. You get me? Like, no one will come into your life to start telling you you're so great, you're a strong person, or you're a strong parent, you're gonna do this, will make this. You see, I came to realize that that I will need positive talks unto my life. And I will need these positive talks every day of my life as a parent and as an adult. Because sometimes life gets so overwhelming, sometimes life gets so difficult, it gets so hard, and sometimes you feel like I need someone to tell me that I'm a strong person and I have to continue with this journey. But you only need you. You need you to say those positive words unto yourself. You have to talk to yourself and tell yourself that you're a great mom or you're a great lady or a guy learning how to cope with things. You just started adulting and it's getting hard, but you're a great person and you will continue with this journey and it will be great. You see, positive talk. It really does magic to one's life. You should try. If you don't do these positive talks oftenly, you should try. It actually does help. So that's number four, something that I wish I knew, positive talks. So another thing that I wish I knew, oh my God, about adulting is that everything changes. Everything changes. People change, situation change, mindset change. Like almost everything changes, and you have to adjust because now what happens is when you are younger, on your teenage days and all that, you used to have a lot of friends, a lot of friends, and you used to have different dreams from the ones that you have right now. And as you grow up, your friends change. Your friends have different kind of taste of friends. Like you part ways, not oftenly on bad terms, but maybe because they outgrew you or you outgrew them, or maybe they have a different version of life other than you. You don't think the same anymore. Some go abroad, some get married, some have kids, some are living a life, some are not even living a life, they're just discovering themselves. You see, so you all kind of change. You see, like your friends change. And so everything changes. Your mindset as well changes. And I came to realize that now you have to adjust with everything. Like everything changing, your friends changing. You no longer have friends now. Man, it's crazy. Like you no longer have friends right now. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person or they're bad people. They are not bad, but life happened. Life happened, and you have to continue with life because it's life. You see, so you gotta learn to adjust. I wish I knew that when earlier. I wish I knew that all my friends we're gonna part ways, and I'm just gonna see them on social media only, or not even anywhere at all. Yeah, so life changes. That's answer number five. Five. Also, something that I came to learn about adulting and actually as a parent is no is a solid answer. Just like yes is an answer, no is an answer as well. And this is one of the difficult difficult things to learn. Like sometimes our friends come in and they want your help, or just in any situation, honestly. If it doesn't align with your peace of mind and peace of heart, honestly, saying a no, it's a good answer. You don't always have to say yes to everything. No is a solid answer, just as yes. Okay? This is hard to learn, and this is hard, like, sometimes you just want to please people, which is bad. But that's something that I came to learn, which is very good, and it helps. It really does help. Saying no is just a good answer as saying yes. That one thing that I also came to learn when I grew up. And to number seven, you have okay. So this one, oh my god, this one, honey. And to number seven, if you don't have a kid right now and you don't feel ready, don't have one. Don't, honey. I came to realize later on in future, me, I'm already a parent, okay, and I'm not discouraging you from getting a kid or anything, but I gave birth when I was young. I've always said this. At 19 I was already a mom, but I came to realize later on that you need to plan about. When you want to have a kid, you have to plan. Okay, mine I didn't plan. I was young, but the kid is here. I love her so much. She's, she's such a beautiful mistake. Sorry to say, if at any chance it's a mistake I did by getting her, then it's a beautiful mistake. I'm so grateful that I had her at that certain time. But don't get a kid until you're ready. Peer pressure is here that you're 25, you're 26, you're 27, you're 28, you're 29, you're 30, and you don't have a kid. Honey, if you don't feel it's time, if you don't feel you're ready, society pressure won't take you anywhere. They won't help you raise that kid. Don't. Yes, I'm 25. You're 25. You don't have a kid. Relax, honey. She's 28. You're 28. You don't have a kid. Relax, honey. Until you feel it's ready for you to have a kid, honey, don't just get a kid. I came to realize that having a kid needs you to be there. Like, you have to be ready in so many ways other than the people see. Like, people think that it's only financially, but no. You honestly do need to be mentally ready and emotionally ready. Sometimes, honestly, I'm also trying to know how to parent. I always do pray that God helps me to be a better parent, because every day we learn. As a parent, you learn every day, every day, every day. Sometimes you feel emotionally drained, and sometimes you feel emotionally overwhelmed because you are not ready emotionally. But a kid is here, so what you have to do, you have to adjust and learn to love her, learn to be emotionally available, have to learn to be mentally okay. You see, so this is something that I came to learn. And that said, it's really offends me when someone teases you and sees your kid is 6 years already, and they tell you, she's so grown up, you should have another kid. I'm not ready. Not now, not next year, not even, I don't know. I'm not. So yeah, this is something that I wish I knew about adulting or parenting, that if you're not ready for a kid, don't have a kid. Okay? Not for the society, not for the parents. You have a kid for you, not for the society. I wish you know this. I really don't just. If you're planning to get a kid 2022 and you're not ready, honey, relax, 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 honey. So another thing that I wish I knew is moving out. Hey, moving out of your parents' house is not that necessary. Imagine it's not that necessary. All the hype you have when you're a teenager and you're like, oh my god, I wish I'd grow up and get out of my mom's house. You are here now. You have already moved out. What's new? You thought you'd go for for those parties. Who is inviting you? No one is inviting you. You have rent to pay now. You are feeding yourself. You have bills to pay, and it's overwhelming, right? Like, they didn't tell you get out of our house. No, you felt like, okay, moving out is a good thing, but be ready. Be ready. Plan for it. Like, don't be in a hurry to move out of your parents' house. Honey, don't be. Plan. Plan is the key. Like, moving out is not that necessary. You grow up, and all those parties that you thought you'd be attending, you no longer attend them, and you're like, man, why did I even move out? And sometimes it's even gets lonely. You miss your home. You miss your home. Even if you go, like, once you move out of your parents' house, you have moved out. Going back, it's kind of feels kind of ish. You can't go back, but honey, if you've not yet moved out of your parents' house, don't feel pressure. Imagine, don't feel pressure. It's tricky outside. Yeah, it's tricky. It's not that easy. Imagine, it's not easy at all, at all, at all. So don't. I wish I knew that moving out of my parents' house is not that necessary. And on that said, I personally moved out when I was very, very, very young. Oh my god. I can't even remember some days. Like, I can't remember me at 17 at my mom's house. I can't remember how it was, honestly, because I literally did move out quite pretty early. I know. But if you've not yet moved out, kindly plan yourself better until you feel it's ready, time to get out of your mom's house. Please don't. Adulting is hard, and you'll need bills to pay, and it will feel overwhelming, and you don't need that, honey. So consider that. Honestly, do consider that. So another thing that I wish I knew about adulting or stroke parenting is that asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. Honestly, let me tell you something. I read somewhere something that said, if you can't do something on your own, asking for help, you have done the work just as much as you have done it yourself. Do you get me? Like, you can't do something on your own, right? Asking for help, you have already done some work, maybe quarter or half of it. You don't know who is ready, who is out there to help you. And honestly, once I realized this quite when I was like in my 20s, of course, like 20, 23, 25. Right now I'm 25. So I realized this when I was around 23. Sometimes you have issues that are burning you, and you're like, you don't want to ask for help. And that is so depressing and so stressing, and you don't need that. Asking for help, it doesn't mean whether it's financially, monetary, or advice or anything. Like, having someone to take care of your kid for a day or for an hour, asking for help is good. That's what I came to realize. I came to learn that asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. Actually, asking for help just shows how strong you are as a person. Yeah, so I wish you knew this. I wish I knew this when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I thought, she is asking for help, or he is asking for help. Such a weak person. Look at me now, asking for help, right, left, and center. So I wish I knew that asking for help, it's not something bad. Ask for help, honey. When you're feeling overwhelmed, sorry, when you're feeling overwhelmed, ay, kizungu inapotea kwa kichwa. When you're feeling overwhelmed, ask for help, honey. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. So something else that I wish I knew. We're in number 10, I guess. I thought there were 12. Right now they're 11. Okay. Something else that I wish I knew is, oh my god. Yeah, this one I came to realize recently, that the things you do when you're on your 20s and on your around 20 to 25, because personally I'm 25, there you don't do them for you at this time. The things that you're doing right now, be it financially, be it invest, be it whatever you're doing with your life right now, you're not doing it for you right now. You're doing it for the future you. I don't know whether you understand this. Like, once you start adulting, you come to realize that the future will need you just as much as the present needs you. Do you get me? I hope you get me. So everything that you do right now, you're doing it for the future you. I hope that makes sense, because I don't know how to explain it better. You do things, you invest in things that will help you in earlier, when you're on your 30s and 35 and 40s. You get me? And right now, those things that you're not doing them for you. Okay, that's something that I came to realize recently. I was like, oh my god, why am I working so hard and I'm not doing, and I'm not seeing anything? And I came to realize that whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing it for now, I'm doing it for the future. So I have to be slow on myself. I don't have to put a lot of pressure on myself, because I'm not seeing all the hard work may be paying now, but later on in future, of course, it will. That's number 11, I guess. So let's go to number 11, which is the last thing. Something that I wish I knew when I was young about adulting or parenting in general is that, oh my god, I wish I knew this earlier, is that find joy in every season. Man, let me tell you, I came to realize this also recently, that in every season that you are in your life, first and foremost, this, the life that you're living right now, you are looking, we're living a life of social media, and you're looking at your friends or your age mate, and you're seeing like they're doing so well. Oh, she just got a car. Oh, she just got married. Oh, she just got a kid. Oh, she's doing this and this and this. Honey, all those things will come to you at the right time. You see, right now, if you start depressing yourself because of those things that you're seeing your age mates doing, you will feel so drained right now that whenever you have those things, it won't even feel worth it. Imagine, once you buy that car at that time, you won't even feel it's worth. Because right now, when you don't have those things, you're not finding joy right now. You see, like, you should find joy in every season of your life, whether you're winning or losing, whether it's stagnant or whatever. You see, find joy. You see, like, oh my god. Once I say I wish I knew this earlier, I wish I knew this earlier. Oh my god. You know, when I was young, when I was 19, and I gave birth to my daughter, I really felt overwhelmed because I was a single parent back then. And sometimes I wish I knew that. I wish I knew I could be happy at that moment, because that moment will never come again. My daughter will never be 1 month again. My daughter will never be 1 year again. She'll never be 2 years again. Right now, she's 6 years. We are growing. I'm happy. Most of the things that I wanted back then, I have them right now. You see? But I felt so much drained back then because my friends now at that time were going to uni, they were doing blah blah blah. Me, I was there just parenting, breastfeeding, you see. And I felt so much drained. And now, later on in life, it's when I'm coming to realize that you have to find joy in every season of your life. Like right now, where I am at life, I'm not where I would want to be, but trust you me, I'm enjoying every season of my life. And when I tell you I'm enjoying every season of my life, I am. I am honestly doing that. So, yeah, those are 11 things that I wish I knew about adulting, stroke parenting. So I wish you've enjoyed this video just as much I've enjoyed recording this. Just for in case you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's the right button in here. Remember to be good and do good. I love you. Mwah. Bye.